Let me ask you this. You're sort of known as the farm team of bluegrass. You've taught so many musicians who are professional bluegrass musicians now, have run them through your band, and you're very strict about teaching them. What is it you're looking for? How do you teach them?
Well, the first thing you do is you teach them discipline. If they don't have it, you teach it. Some of them get it, some don't.
Discipline about music?
About music.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more involved in music, being a musician, than just the music. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you represent not only the music industry as a whole, but the group that you're with. I tell the guys that people watch you more off the stage than they do on. So, you know, just be mindful of that, you know.
Hey, did I hear that you work for 12, 18 hours a day?
I used to, I did, yeah. The first three guys that came, Lou, Reed, Terry Balcom, and Jimmy Haley, it was a 12 to 18 hour day every day.
Wow.
And sometimes they'd go home for a day in the weekend and back at it. But we only had a little time to get ready. There's an old saying, out of sight, out of mind. I didn't want to be out of the loop too awfully long, you know, because understand this, I left the country gentleman, turned my notice in. I didn't book a date, didn't call one promoter while I was a part of them, out of respect for them. I didn't feel that I should do that. So I'm like 2 weeks into rehearsal, and I said, you know what, I guess I better get on the phone and see if I can find somewhere to take this music, you know. And but I've never regretted the way I handled that, you know, because two things, I wouldn't book dates while I was with them. Another thing, when I left them, I would not do the songs I had done with them, not because I didn't like them, but, you know, they were still going. And my feeling was that, you know, if I had wanted to do that music, I should have stayed where I was.
Yeah, right, sure.
And so it was a matter of respect. I wanted to respect Charlie and Bill, and I just didn't feel it would be the right thing for me. And I'd get requests to do songs I'd done with them, you know, and I just couldn't do it. You know.
I get the feeling you have no plans to retire.
Do what, travel?
That doesn't make sense, does it? You know, Doc Watson told me one time, I said, how do you make a career last a long time? He said, just don't do too much. But you do a lot. How do you look at it for making a career last a long time?
I like to work. I like being busy. I like being creative. I like, you know, I've always, as long as I can be doing something that's productive. If I ever get to the point where that it's just marking time or putting in a day and relying on the hit I had 30 years back or whatever, then it would be time for me to step away from the role I'm playing now.
How do you want to be remembered?
How do I want to be remembered? You know, he lived longer than anybody else in this world.
Let's hope that's true, Doyle. Great.